I haven't changed the deck. The concern, right, was that maybe it might need to be like a little bit faster because Kraken, Skadi, we have quite a lot that's in that like mid range, but we don't have a lot of cheaper units beyond Mummy, So maybe we might need to streamline it a bit, but the deck is working well. It is very similar to the 4 deck, so I didn't expect that we'd need to make major modifications or anything. And that seems pretty justified. I mean, nothing's really happened. Oh, this is awkward, isn't it? Oh. I guess I shouldn't have mulliganed. I don't know. This isn't really the improvement I was hoping for. I suppose we miss a turn and then we go into Skadi. Yeah, that sucks, doesn't it? Okay. Yeah, you did us a favour. Yeah, the computer really doesn't play Zanami well. Why would you sacrifice your Ningyo? That is just crazy talk. That is just silly. But we do want to throw the mummy down anyway, just to keep offering it as bait and saying, well, if you want to keep, trading down, we'll do it. I'm down. Okay, that's irritating though. That's both Skardis now. Play into Seaquake, I suppose. That's frustrating. Oh, that is really frustrating. They are screwing us pretty hard here. Yeah, I don't want to Seaquake a single Ningyo, although I do feel like this is getting a little out of hand. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so that's all four. All four Ningyos. Crikey. 14. I guess we're not playing very well around Rock Throw, are we? I feel terrible about it. That really was just strange though. 4 Ningyos in a row. Why is that necessary? 321 was slightly off. Yeah. So again, playing around Rock Throw. It is so pleasant to use Odin though. I mean, matches are a lot quicker. You kind of take a lot of shortcuts. Where normally you have to deny their board and slowly over time you gain a significant economical advantage until you can destroy them. Odin just seems to end matches, right? In fact, despite the fact, we've been counting and trying to look for lethals and so on, we've been moving at a very good pace. Okay. I mean, I guess we'll see what happens, but it looks pretty clear like we're going into tree, doesn't it? Our concern is more that we don't actually have, a piece we can play. We might have to go into Taisha. just to try and cycle into something here. We've got no Seaquake either. The sheer devotion of Tree is very tempting though. But I just think it's not what we need right now. I think we need Taisha. I think we need to start looking. We kind of like have like half the plan. You know, like with 2 battle plans, 2 Rise of the Pharaohs, we've definitely got, you know, tools we can use. I don't even like, it doesn't even seem like we're really losing as such. We're going to keep this and see what happens. We're in no rush, and I assume she has extraction as well. But nothing's really happening. I don't want to throw the tree until I understand what we're getting ourselves in for, but there's nothing really here. I don't feel threatened. I suppose you could say that Tsukiyomi has a lot of kind of like non-commitment, you know, units on the board, and we're just waiting for the opportunity to make a move. This probably isn't it though. But if this isn't it, then we at least need to provoke, don't we? Like this will force movement on her part if she wants to deal with it. Okay. I was about to say, whatever she took, it wasn't soul extraction, clearly. But she does have a second soul extraction in her hand. It's really not the trees. I really don't think it is the trees that we want. I think we have the pieces we need. It's just a matter of... well... Susanoo is a little bit scary, for sure. But that was a mistake. Yeah, they went full in, but I don't even understand why. Spent everything, but they didn't actually destroy anything. They just made a nice big board. Very, should we say suboptimal turn? Stupid turn might also be applicable. I don't think we won this one because we did anything amazing. I just think Tsukuyomi went very silly here and has committed things that you don't really need to commit. Yeah. Well, I do kind of get it, like you want to maximize your options, but this is getting stupid. You don't need to draw more options if you've already got the options in your hands. What is your deck that you're struggling so much? I just don't get it. What we got? Is this 4? It should be. What a silly way of progressing. I'm so curious about PvP. I really am as time goes on, because it is clear that like actual people aren't going to play like this. You know, like I don't know if the game's going to be like faster or what. I really don't know what to expect, especially since I seem to be the person that really like loves this game the most. I've put in the most hours out of everyone, I think. I've made a concerted effort to do an insane mode campaign run with every single goddess in the game and put out a video, like 4 videos, one for each mythology with each campaign run, and then a, you know, like an overview video, a deck description video of each goddess as well, talking about them. So this is pretty strong. Although, of course, into Izanagi, there's no such thing. I think this is still worth, like, she only gets the 5 bonus, right? But that's a card burning a bit, and it also puts her on an odd number, which limits her options a lot of the time. And of course, we just want her to burn as much as possible right now. We actually managed to get all of her cards out, and all she got was Taisha. So this match is actually pretty over, isn't it? I'm pretty sure this match is over. I mean, burn into 2 Taishas, is that really? I guess it will give her like the perfect answer, and if we can't find Soul Extraction, we could be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, you know what, like we don't really know. With the ability to Taisha twice, she's probably not going to Earthquake, but Seaquake might be okay. No, this is silly. I really don't understand this line of play at all. We are behind though. Is it Eclipse? Like, what exactly is in your hand? Because you're getting ridiculous amounts of devotion here. Crap. That's not good. Or is it, in fact, very good? I don't know. Moshi's hit in 16, so... And we can, of course, put down our own Taisha. That's 16 if she burns the card that she gets, which, you know, I somehow doubt she's willing to do that. Okay, we don't need another one. We really only put down the original because we've got devotion advantage, and I just want to create a bigger difference between us. But this might already be over, right? It is already over, isn't it? I don't actually know. Call to arms. 5. You attack twice though. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've played the AI so many times that, you know, we've worked out what works versus the AI. But I could be wrong about so many different things, and I could be rating things in a way that just aren't justified. We could find out in PvP that our decks really don't work. They really don't work. Like, perhaps they're too thin, or perhaps we've got too many copies of Armageddon, and because people aren't the AI, they just don't commit in the same way, so we really don't get the value that we would expect. We'd have to fight more in terms of soul extractions in deserts. Talking of fighting more. Yeah, this sucks, doesn't it? 6 going to 9, 3, 12. It'd still be too short. Oh my goodness, this is a terrible start. But you know, that's not really up to us. That's just up to people to get their act together. Ranked season hasn't actually started. That's the most annoying thing. Like, it's like Kamigami's coming out in mobile or something. That's what I've heard. It's just Kamigami is coming out in mobile. We could have been more aggressive with this battle plan. If we'd put it up and then moved it over, we could have threatened Itsukushima. But of course, you don't really want to threaten Itsukushima. You want to threaten the Fushimi. That's where the value is. So... we can destroy this. I just feel like we're losing though. Like... isn't this the actual move? Goes down to 3. That's the issue. So we're definitely not going to be able to kill. But Rise of the Pharaoh also kind of feels like a loss to us. I definitely feel like the battle plan's getting destroyed. But I think to get the Scardion, we just have to kind of make this deal. Oh, we actually like that, yeah. And Rise of the Pharaoh is kind of exactly what we wanted as well. That's a dream come true. They even moved the circuit. I don't understand that. This is... yeah, this actually feels like a Tsukiyomi deck, doesn't it? I should probably treat it that way. Rock Throw Tsukiyomi. If that's the case, do we need to move this mummy? I don't want to get like rock thrown and for her to just use everything. But it looks like that's what's happening anyway. Is she really just going to plague us to death? Well, she can't rock throw from here anyway, so... crap. Yeah, that's 8 though, that's too much. We've got 3, but we could only make it up to 4. That's not enough. Okay. We can do this, but I don't think it's like a good play. I think it's just the play that's available to us right now. This is the time that we kind of want Odin tree. Yeah, I would like maybe we find out that actually like this deck is way too expensive. You need to be cheaper with Odin, just so you can like constantly make positive trades with his ability. Right now we use it primarily for lethal, and if we see an opportunity to do like a lot of damage, we'll use the ability. Like many times the worth in devotion. Crap. Okay, well, we'll see what happens, shall we? It's a little bit hard for her to take the tree, which is good. And we can kind of ignore it too. Like, if we take the tree, Toyotame isn't really going to have a target. If we wanted to give it a target, we'd probably prefer Mummy, but we haven't got one of those, so... Playing to Seaquake. If we're playing to Seaquake, then it has to be this, right? It does mean we're one off Seaquake, but I'm not expecting to Seaquake this turn. I'm just buying into Seaquake as such. His army could definitely still do something scary, but the things that are like scary tend to affect her as well right now, so I guess Eclipse would be very irritating. Eclipse Soul Extraction, something like that. Nah. Yeah, looks like a Soul Extraction, doesn't it? There are a lot of different things that we could find out with PvP, but they're bringing it to mobile, and you know that's taken them a little while. Ranked season hasn't started yet. I did say in the Discord, like, well, is there any chance we could kind of like hurry this up just a bit, because I've got nothing left to do now. I've done everything. I've got nothing left. You need to like give me like some other stuff. I've watched all the videos, you know, I'm interested in all the stuff, but there's just nothing left for me. So please give me something. Are we just playing some weird mummy game here? Yeah, Izanami can't really deal with not Fujin. She can't deal with this, obviously. Probably should have done this and then jumped over, but I was kind of worried about... Oh, that's a good one. I was about to say, I was kind of worried about her just immediately attacking something. And we are slightly behind in the count. Like, it's kind of weird. I don't know. But that's on her, right? Like, that's not my fault. Stupid Raijin. That was a nice one. We should have considered Raijin. This is a very, very weird situation. We're behind in the count, undeniably. But, you know, like, we've got this wall of mummies going on. We've got a battle plan that we could throw down if we really wanted to. I'm trying not to over-invest, so that we've got options. Yeah, that's a good one. No, that's the wrong one. Ah, they got it. I actually like all of this, don't I? Okay. Yeah, we should go into devotion denial. We're ahead in the race, so taking her stuff down is probably more important than building our stuff up. If we let her go too high, then we're just going to face another Raijin, and you know things are like not really going to accomplish. I didn't say that in a great way, to be honest. I don't think it matters though. So we're down to 4s, right? We can hit Toyotame twice. I don't think that's really worth it though. Not when, you know, we can always just mummy and battle plan. This feels like it should be over. I've just messed up somewhere. Where exactly is it? Is it the Skadi? There's something here that I've made a mistake. Maybe it's not even a mistake. There's just something here about this situation. This really feels like lethal to me. Like, I can smell it. It's definitely lethal. Isn't it? I know, because you have to move through her. Yeah. Yeah. The board looked pretty full, so I was like, this looks very, very possible for us. Odin actually likes it when, you know, you've got like a full board and they've got a full board, because his ability, like, it means that you've got stuff in contact with other stuff, and then you use your ability on your stuff, and you go on a rampage. You spend all of your devotion, but you make so much on this mad spree. You do so much damage that it's worth. And also, like, if it's just like you've both got half the board each, he doesn't struggle just to reach you, like, because of his ability to double. I mean, we literally just saw it, right? Like, what were they supposed to do? Nothing really. Oh Kraken. Okay. Yeah. It would have sucked definitely if they'd taken the tree. Just because we need to get some devotion going. We're a little thin on this. Oh, for goodness sake. That is two very scary lethal attackers that they've got there. And we've just had half our stuff removed. Yeah, it's kind of hard for us anyway, isn't it? Even now it's kind of hard for us. I can't put the Kraken down with like any real basis, you know, like there's got to be something to it. But this isn't it, is it? 5, no, because we need 30 just to get rid of 1. That's silly. No mummy. Yeah. We can't. We're really trapped here. We're legitimately trapped. So this is our call to arms. It must be because we have to extract. And this is how we get back in. Oh, we are miles behind, but with a Kraken. Oh, okay. Yeah. Raijin. Yeah. Oh, for goodness sake. So we need to play for an Armageddon, but it's a very, very kind of shaky Armageddon. Yeah, we need to put down Taisha, but I mean, I don't think we can even reach it. If we can see Quake, that might be enough. But we are in danger. Like, no mummy. Oh no, this is done. We can't compete with this. 100% can't compete with this. Seaquake is now useless. We've got no blockers. Yeah, just end it please. Thank you, good game. Oh, that is really... Like, I guess that's going to happen sometimes, especially against Izanagi. Like, if Izanagi wants to burn, you're just in trouble, right? And that was bad. We didn't have the pieces we needed, and we never did. We were just struggling along there. It was actually pretty sad. I've said it before though, I'll probably say it again, but you know, in card games, sometimes that happens. Like, there's not an awful lot you can do about it. We're going to go battle plan Taisha, throw the mummy, and then hopefully by that point we'll have a more solid plan in place. Okay. That was probably the card we could afford to lose. But based on the behaviour last time, she's definitely looking to get that Ningyo, isn't she? Like, really get it in there, so... This might be one of our few opportunities to actually get this mummy in the grave. I don't think it's enough. Oh, Izanagi, just top flight against top flight, and we're getting burnt out, aren't we? We're getting absolutely hammered. It looks like we have to go battle plan, yeah? It looks like we have to, not battle plan, we have to go earthquake. Our board state isn't defined, like we could survive just a little bit longer. I just don't know if it's worth it. Like, this is scary, and she's already got 2 everlasting chalices. All it takes is a time reflow, and this becomes 100 times worse. So holding it down to these 2 must be the correct play here, I think. It does suck a little bit though. We're burning some serious resources here. But you know, she's at 3. This cuts off Everlasting Chalice and keeps us in the game. Even if it's just by a little bit. And then if we throw our battle plan here. We're behind in devotion and it is quite significant, but it's not impossible. It's reachable. Oh, for goodness sake. It's not reachable when she does that. We're playing to an Armageddon that's not going to get here. We're just done. That Athena is just definitive. Yeah. There's no point even calculating it, is there? Okay. But you are going to use the Athena, so what exactly is happening here? But we can't soul extract. Is there any way of making it just one more turn? If we can just hang on for like one more turn. The answer is no. Okay. Oh man, definitely gets me down. Yeah, dead on the 3, but the battle plan costs so much that we wouldn't have made enough to then Armageddon. We'd have not advanced at all. We'd have still needed to survive just like one more turn, one more turn. But Loki's trick isn't worth it in Odin. Like, that's not normally how we play. It's just we are going through what can only be described as a terrible, terrible sequence here. Things aren't going well for us. And Izanagi, if she starts hot, is scary. I mean, she literally just took my stupid Armageddon. For goodness sake, man. We need that card. Yeah. But now we're missing the extraction. So she could literally just go straight up, couldn't she? I mean, we're playing to Seaquake, but... yeah, she can just burn straight up, whatever she wants. We need to play around Raijin, I suppose, but... that's kind of good for us. Yeah. She's got one card in hand. This is good. It doesn't feel good, but it is, you know. And she doesn't have enough for Ningyo to go crazy unless she keeps sacrificing cards. So if we throw this here... yeah, this is good for us, isn't it? It's crazy, but we might actually have her. I guess because she's not actually investing any cards though, she can burn straight up. So we're not achieving like massive amounts here. No, the tree's still on. It's weird, but we're actually to 16. We could like Seaquake here and be ahead. Not by much, but this is actually pretty legitimate, isn't it? We've got our next play. Battle plan mummy. So there's mummy again actually. So there you go, sorted. Okay, we got smashed. It's hard to be too annoyed about it. You know, it's just one top tier god against another. So. How? How do you play first with this hand? How's that possible? Okay. It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? Battle plan into Taisha. Throw the mummy. I guess we've got an Earthquake. And Tsukiyomi does love. Yeah, I was about to say, like, a lot of Tsukiyomi decks do actually love the monuments. But it hurts us as well. So I'm not so sure about this one. I don't really want to play to Earthquake if we can help it. This is just if things get out of hand. Yeah, we can always pull it later if we need it. Oh crap, did I just throw Earthquake instead of Mummy? Hmm. Yeah, we're playing to something. I'm not exactly sure what. But it definitely starts with... what is this? 6 per 10? Oh, that's not good. Yeah, she can undeniably pay for it. The question more is... does she have a Rise of the Pharaoh? Something like that? A booster, basically. Does she have a booster? She's not acting like she does, is she? Maybe this is the turn that you, Odin. Like, we've took out the actual units, the bodies she can attack us with, so I feel quite safe with our Skadi. In fact, I feel safer and safer because, you know, Tsukiyomi for some reason doesn't seem to have any cards. Which, of course, I take no responsibility for. Okay. Okay. This isn't good, is it? We've got, like, a clear progression, but it's not, like, super amazing for turn 1, is it? It probably is a bit too slow. We were cheeky here. I wanted to see if we could do it, but it was stupid. We're now begging for something we don't even have, you know? Like, we could certainly go into Skadi, I suppose. Yeah. What's your 7.5? 7.3, yeah. So you definitely can't afford it. Crap. Play into Kraken or Seaquake. It looks like Seaquake. Okay. Now it really looks like Seaquake, right? That Ningyo sacrifice was really nice though. Great, I think we've lost. We're now playing to an Armageddon, which we can't actually get to, I think. This is a bit much for us. What do we do? Don't actually know. We can't Seaquake with Ryujin here. So I think it's done, isn't it? Why would you do that? Stupid. Okay. Here's an army's lost her mind. I don't know why you would do any of that. But we are still miles behind ourselves. Like this is a war for sure. And we can only hope that she's thrown down a lot of her cheap stuff. I mean, how many Uzumes and, you know, Obakes were there? Quite a few. This shouldn't be super easy, but you never know. Yeah. So we're fighting... Okay. I mean, we should have this, really. But it's going to be very, very slow and gradual. She's shown she doesn't have anything to 10, so I think we just build straight. If worse comes to worse, she shouldn't be able to build faster than us. Oh, she just drew that. So she... Okay, so extraction is correct. Unless she top decks it, she's got nothing to play. Okay. We did the best we could there, but I guess things got out of control. She can certainly jump to a Seaquake, I suppose. No, that helps me. Let's fight Amaterasu just as a matter of interest. We'll get a rematch against Izanagi as well. Which, I don't know, I don't care about too much. It's not like I really want revenge against Izanagi or feel like we need to get vindicated. I've kind of like just shook hands on that one, like, yeah. You're top tier, I'm top tier. Sometimes I'm going to have it, sometimes you're going to have it. I'm not that bothered that Izanagi beat us, I'm really not. Which I guess is a first for me. I am fascinated by like this matchup for Amaterasu though, because the extraction should hold her down and stop her from putting cards on the board early. And it tends to be quite difficult for us, as a general rule. Apparently not so much right now though. I mean, she immediately threw down a Toyotame. She's not messing around. Oh, this is a difficult one. We've seen so many Ningyos and such. I'm kind of a little bit reticent about really committing if we don't have to. Right, into Kraken, into Skadi. Assuming, you know, she gives us the opportunity. Yeah. Definitely looks like Kraken to me. I'm just concerned about her ability to get to me. But they're all 7s, 6s, especially she's got 6 times. You know, like that's 24. I don't think 4, 8, 5. Yeah. If there's a booster in her hand though, this gets difficult for us. But, you know, playing around soul extraction to some degree. Yeah. It really just does just look like a sea quake, right? Like, I lose nothing, you lose things. I'd rather do it with an apple in my hand, but you know, you do whatever. Six, 12. Yeah, because soul extraction, like, just means she then picks up a card and doesn't spend it. This is hard. Like, this is definitely difficult for us. Oh, I think we might actually be losing um, extraction here, like bit by bit. We're gonna lose this. I was really hoping for the apple. I really was. Or the tree. That was perfect though. I don't know why she put that down. Like, that's too much of an investment for no gain. Very questionable. That was probably the opening we need. Not that she isn't still scary and very capable of things. But yeah, you have to pop that immediately. And we then Skadi Amaterasu. No, I think this is okay. I don't want her to like build up and around the corner and then get to the battle plan in like a few turns. I think this is okay. Yeah. I don't know, Amaterasu is just so tough. Like, she's super robust, and you got to consider things that you really don't want to consider, but you just have no choice. You know, eventually her hand can reach a point where she can just like Armageddon from nothing. And you're like, okay, well, I can't really compete with this. Please, please don't do it, because it will hurt me. On the other hand, that could have gone very, very differently, though. It's easy to see around turn 5 or 6 how the game went in one direction, but it could have very easily gone in the other direction. Where do I rate Amaterasu? Like, just slightly below. Like, she's probably A tier. She's very, very robust. You can't hold her down, you know, for the reasons I've just described. Like, if you get on her and you start trying to play this devotion denial to game, she's just very resistant to that. She's gonna have a hand that's built up, and it's gonna be hard to get in. Oh, I don't know about any of this. I actually hate this hand. This is terrible. Yeah, I probably shouldn't even be stupid about it. This is still terrible. Oh my goodness. Her bonus 8 just gave her straight Fushimi. That's disgusting. That is disgusting, isn't it? Straight through shimmy. We're playing for an Armageddon. But it's a really desperate Armageddon. Like, really, really desperate Armageddon. But that's perfect. Just, like, she throws the game when she does that. As a general rule, it's very dodgy. You probably shouldn't do that. Do I want to commit to this Armageddon though? If you're going to do this, do I want to commit? I think I do. You can easily hit for food. Yeah, like Raijin is right there without even the burn. It's difficult. In order to play to Armageddon, we've got to let her power up her hand. That sucks. Chalice? She pulls the chalice. What did she pull then, if not the chalice? Colour me confused. She pulls the chalice now. Dude, I can, like, what? What else have you been playing that you wouldn't pull chalice? That's crazy. That's crazy to me. That's super crazy. Oh, whatever. Let's just start again. She started way, way, way too well there. That was a very, very irritating first turn. As a general rule, like, Fushimi first turn is like one of the strongest first turns you can have in the game. It is really strong, isn't it? Yeah, get the tree. 100%. I think we take that actually. That's okay for us. Yeah, going into Skadi. Taisho, of course. Yeah. If this is if this is a race, we win that for sure. Yeah, not even close actually. You don't need this though. We've got just too many extractions, the ability to cycle. We're definitely going to have like pieces to put on the board. You know, in a race like this where we both start from flat, we're going to be miles ahead. And you know, that is what we're seeing, to be fair, is we are miles ahead. Don't quite know why I did it like that. We're not playing very well around rock throw either. The all-important rock throw that must always be considered. Yeah. That was weird. Why did I do it then? I don't actually know. No, that's not right. But that's not correct either. Just Loki left, I think. Oh wait. Yeah. Silly me, right? Could have just done that. But I didn't think we needed to. I actually thought we had lethal. I'm so used to having like a Skadi, you know, like just a random battle plan somewhere on the board. You know, just picking them up without really having to pay too much attention to it. So we've just got Loki left, I think. No. Yes, the Gander, fight me in the final countdown / battle. Before I take on your guys and use the Loki deck myself and reveal the ultimate plot twist. I'm not just a child of Athena, I'm also a child of Loki. Oh my god. Is it even possible to... Okay. We can't cycle though. Like, oh no. I don't know about this. This could be interesting. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, let's be optimistic about it. I wanted to actually start Mummy, but it's just too much of a hit, isn't it? Although this is also too much of a hit. This very possibly could be a mistake. Like, I'm trying to fight for board, obviously. And I think if we get the Skadi left alone, then we are most definitely going to get, you know, quality for that. I mean, we've already got one battle plan on, right? And we got another battle plan in hand. So, Heimdall. Heimdall would be the ultimate regret, I think. But actually, I'm at 13. So I can pop 30 very easily here. What did you destroy? The tree? The tree's not enough though, is it? Yeah, my battle plan's in the middle of nowhere. We can definitely kind of like scrape back in, I think, but it is going to be hard. Nah, I take it back. We can't compete here, can we? We actually cannot compete. Yeah, don't even try. We can't do this. We can't win like this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Am I missing something here? Do we not have Armageddon? How the hell are we supposed to survive in this world? 4. Do I really not have anything I can achieve here? I really don't, do I? What about this? 33. I need to 33. Is that correct? Oh, this better be correct, otherwise it's going to be so embarrassing for me. Come through in the clutch, please. Oh my goodness! I'm a genius. Look at that power. I am the greatest. And she put me next to herself, so that Freya couldn't like get to us. She'd have had to switched. That might have brought us an extra turn. But having said that, like that Loki deck has Soul Extraction in it. We were looking at a very, very well. To be fair, like this last final battle is really enjoyable most of the time. Like in most of my campaign runs, it's reached a point where I'm like, oh, that was a great match. That was a great fight. Oh, one more to go. One more to go. We've got a review. We've just got to do like a post-campaign goddess review of Odin. Oh, but I mean, you can see the power of Odin, right? Like that campaign run, it's so clear why I think he's so good, because some of that was crazy. We had like Krakens smacking people twice, and that was it. You know, like a Kraken at 40 is only, I mean, it doesn't cost anything because it's Odin's ability, so it's crazy, right? It literally just attacks someone twice, even if there's no other modifiers. That's 14 devotion. 14 devotion takes something from 80 health. Yeah, Odin is really strong, really scary, and there have been a lot of times where I've played against it, and there's just been a lethal out of nowhere. Or literally there's a lethal and you can't do anything about it. You can see the lethal coming, but it's just too much. Like Odin is really tough.